I have one very large elephant in the room that may just scare the ever-living shit out of you. Let's get into it. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Beyond the Void Horror Podcast. My name is Alex, and today we have a spoiler-free review of a new movie coming out July 19th called Oddity. And holy crap, this one might actually scare you. It's coming to theaters July 19th and then eventually to Shudder, but it's by director Damian McCarthy, who actually did the movie Caveat, which was a really strange and very bold and unique indie film that I absolutely adored when it came out. A lot of people had weird issues with it, but I could see that Damien really knew his way around a scare, and he knew how to put plot devices or these little objects in the movie that would play off of that fear, combine them in some weird way. Like in Caveat, he used a drummer bunny that's kind of like those monkeys with the cymbals, and he used that as a trigger item to let you know that something bad might actually be happening. There was also a moment in the movie where one of the characters is chained to a wall, and a lot of people really just could not get their head around why somebody would come to a cabin to watch somebody and be chained to a wall like that. I think people get so caught up in realism sometimes that they don't know how to just let go and just kind of take the ride a little bit. And sometimes Damien puts these elements in his movies that you have to suspend your disbelief a little bit. It's just for the sake of the scare, and he's building that scare masterfully. And in this movie, Oddity, he's doing the same. So you're probably asking, what the hell is the movie about, Alex? All right, I'm sorry. Oddity is a movie that is about a woman who is sleeping in a cabin by herself in the middle of the night, waiting for her husband to return home, when a man knocks at the door and says, "There's somebody inside, you need to get out." Now you're in a predicament. The stranger outside is scary, and he just told you someone else is inside to hurt you. Something happens that night that actually ends up killing that woman. Fast forward to the future, the sister, who is a blind oddity person who collects haunted items, comes to the house with a wooden mannequin to help solve the mystery of her dead sister.
Okay, what the?
This movie is very masterfully woven in ways to build that scare, like I was saying. I don't know that it's going to be necessarily for everybody, because this one is a movie that takes its time. It knows the scares are coming, and it's appropriately placing these hurdles and these little objects and things in the way so that the viewer goes through the experience till the very bitter end. There's just a lot of thought put into the script into this one. There are going to be moments in the film, like I said before, that you're going to have to suspend your disbelief because, one, people are going to go, why the hell would anybody allow somebody to bring a fucking large wooden mannequin into your house? Who gives a shit, okay? Go for the ride, okay? Don't break everything down into the bare essence. Just accept it and move on, because what you will see and what you will experience might actually make you pretty scared. Damian McCarthy plays with sort of people's, how they like react to common courtesy, and uses that against people in a way to kind of manipulate the situation into another scare. There are some unsettling moments between humans, let alone the fucking elephant in the room, which is the large wooden mannequin. And how he uses that item, how he sets up that mannequin, is really pretty great. There's a moment in this movie, which you probably saw in the trailer, where a woman starts to put her hand in the mouth of this horrifying mannequin, and it is one of the most unsettling moments in the entire movie, and it's not even the most scary. It is just so intense. They build that pressure, and you can't just make that an intense moment on its own. Like, yes, you could sort of, but he takes the time to build that pressure up, to let that elephant soak in the room so that it is about to bite your fingers off and you just don't know what's going to happen. But that is masterful in my opinion. And I think there is many moments of that in this film that I don't know if I could be in the same room with that fucking thing. Because seriously, what the fuck? And it's because of that pressure that I'm talking about that there was a couple of moments in this film that shook me. Like, really shook me. I was not expecting that. This movie does take its time. It is a little bit of a slow burn. I would kind of compare it a little bit to Long Legs in that department, but this feels like lore, well used and well done in my personal opinion, where I thought Long Legs kind of did not do well. This one is building a story and a scare in a way that really actually kind of got under my skin. I did see a little bit of this coming from the beginning, and I don't know that they were necessarily trying to hide that, the sort of twist at the very end. You know, I don't know that's just me overthinking things too much, but it seemed like the most plausible thing to happen in the movie. Might have taken away a little bit from my experience, but there are still scares here to be had. And I think that what they do with this mannequin and the family and the people that are in it really is kind of masterful in what they do. That said, I felt like I wanted more from this movie, even though I was treated to a lot of scares and, you know, I wanted to see just a little bit more. And I don't know if I enjoyed how it showed its hand by the end as much as I was hoping, but I still think that there is a good film here. There is a lot of care that is taken into the visuals, the shots, the scares, everything. The acting is very well done. There is oddity in the behavior of these people. There are nods to events that happen later on in the movie. I think Damian McCarthy is one of the better directors out today. And even if this movie isn't for you, you will definitely see what I mean by the talent that is involved here. I think it's worth taking a chance on to see in the theater. I think it'll be something different, but if you are totally against anything that takes its time to build up to something, I would highly recommend maybe you wait. They mix a couple of different scares in here too, but he can do anything from the elephant in the room to a jump scare and make it kind of not shitty. And I think some people are going to be like, this is their favorite film of the year. And there's going to be some people that are just like, I see what it has and it has value, but it may not be for me 100%. And that's kind of where I am a little bit, maybe a little above that, but about a 7.5, maybe a 7. I don't know. I need to watch this one again. It's coming to Shudder, and I think I'll watch it again then before the end of the year. But yeah, I would love to know what you think. I mean, there is another movie that came out years ago called The Fear. That's immediately what I thought of. Movie about this person dealing with like some sort of therapy by putting a scary doll in the room. And I wonder if Damian McCarthy actually saw that movie a little bit before he did this, or maybe it just stuck with him when he was a kid. I'm really happy to see him making movies. I think he's a fantastic director, and I can't wait to see what he does next. I will be there 100%. If I had to compare this one to Caveat, this one definitely has a lot more money, able to take a lot more care with certain things, but I still have a little bit of a soft spot for Caveat, and I highly encourage you to check that out. It's on Shudder right now, the Caveat movie. This one will be July 19th in the theaters, and then it's coming to Shudder sometime later. This is being released by IFC Films and Shudder. This is their kind of collaborative effort. Big thank you to both IFC, Shudder, and everyone involved for allowing me to view this screener. Just check it out when you get a chance, and if you are near the theater, go see it. Give it a whirl. Maybe it'll be for you. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you think. Do you mind a little bit of a slow burn for a movie like this? Is it odd enough for you? Can you suspend your disbelief? Do you think that sometimes it's okay to suspend your disbelief a little bit? I mean, we are dealing with fiction. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Hit like and share and tell everyone you know about this channel, because we're growing it and I need your help to do it. And I love having you guys here. So thanks for coming by. And as always, long live the void.